Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Friday, February 3rd. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Coming up on today's show, World Wetlands Day is a global awareness campaign celebrated every year on February 2nd. But learning about the wetlands can happen anytime at Discovery Center at Murphy Center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hear more about learning opportunities there and meet a resident of the Discovery Center in just a few minutes. And then Girl Scout cookie season, let me tell you, it is here this morning. Get a look at the cookies as they are loaded up for delivery to the Girl Scouts that you will most likely end up seeing this weekend. Not only that, hear why this is more than just fun for the Girl Scouts. They also learn life lessons. Also this morning, you're going to hear from the founder of Local Clarksville and hear why her goal is to help even more cities and its visitors connect with more locally owned businesses in their significant areas. But first, let's get a check of the headlines this morning. After 8 years of service, Mayor John Cooper will not be seeking re-election. He made the announcement Tuesday that he would not run for a second term. Cooper was elected as the Nashville mayor in 2019. For more about Mayor Cooper's time in office, who's declared themselves in the running prior to Tuesday, and what was said in his announcement, read Vivian Jones' article in MainStreetNashville.com. And for the second year, the city of Gallatin has posted 16 historical banners throughout the city in recognition of Black History Month. Each banner depicts an African-American person or place that has made a significant contribution to the community of Gallatin. Now, last year, the focus was highlighting national African Americans. This year, the focus is local individuals, both alive and deceased. For more on who is featured, visit GallatinNews.com. Well, being the first Friday of February, it's National Wear Red Day. Now, wearing the color red today is a way to raise awareness that heart disease is the #1 leading cause of death in the United States. The American Heart Association says every 1 in 3 deaths is caused by heart disease. Well, let's get a check of that forecast to see if we can maybe get out and get moving outside today. Justin, what does it look like for us and what sort of funny do you have for us this morning?
Hi, Stephanie. Thank you. Yes, I will get to my funny right away. It's a little Q&A for you. Why did the woman go outdoors with her purse wide open? It's a weird thing to do.
That is weird, but I have no clue.
Because she was expecting a lot of change in the weather.
I dig it. That not bad, not bad. Not my fave, but not bad.
No, I appreciate the honesty. Well, tomorrow the ice is finally out of our hair. As we go into the warmer side of this month, it's going to be 35 as a high, low 20 degrees. Like I said, it's going to be pretty clear as we go through the day. So it's going to feel more like 41 degrees with that 35. But as we go into the nighttime and the sun disappears, it will be that low 20 brisk feeling. But that is your weather for today.
Thank you. We are starting off today's show looking at World Wetland Day. We're just coming off of World Wetland Day 2023. To tell us about this day and how you can continue to learn about our wetlands, we have Taylor Tapley, the Outreach Projects Coordinator from Discovery Center at Murphy Springs in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Taylor, good morning, and thank you for your time.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us to talk about wetlands here today.
Oh, you are very welcome. So we're coming off of the day being Friday. You had your event and everything yesterday on Thursday. But before we get into what we can learn throughout the year, both kids and adults alike, what is World Wetland Day and why do we have to make sure that we are taking a look at World Wetland Day?
Yeah, so what's so great about World Wetland Day is that it is a global holiday celebrated all around the world. So it's really cool that Murfreesboro, Tennessee can be a part of something that's so big. And we focus on World Wetland Day because wetlands are an extremely crucial environment that we are losing at a rate 3 times faster than we're losing forest even. So the recognition that World Wetland Day can bring to the restoration and the protection of wetlands and wetland animals is just so crucial.
Well, speaking of wetland animals or maybe plants and trees or any sort of agriculture there, what lives in the wetlands?
Yeah, so there are a variety of different types of wetlands all around the world, but here our wetlands at Murphy Spring, you can find things like beavers and otters. There's some really cool beaver houses like beaver dams and huts and different things that our otters take advantage of. All types of fish. You can find snapping turtles, frogs, pretty much anything that you would see thriving, maybe even some raccoons sometimes.
That is super cool. You guys have 22 acres there. What sort of,
Yes.
I guess, educational aspects do you offer to the kids coming in and families that visit?
Yeah, so the Discovery Center is so lucky to have this 22 acres adjacent to us. And our focus, with this being a constructed wetland, it is all about education. So we have an amazing boardwalk throughout these 22 acres where guests can go out into the wetland and explore and see all of the cool animals that live here. And we also offer wetland programming for schools. We do things like wetland cleanup days, so we can get out there and remove some of the invasive species. So there's always cool things to do here at the Discovery Center out on our wetlands.
Well, now Taylor's not our only guest today, guys. So she has someone special with her that we can take a look at this morning. Who do you have?
Yeah, so I am so excited to introduce Bud here. So Bud is try to turn around here. He is one of our animal ambassadors here at the Discovery Center, and Bud is an eastern box turtle. So you're going to find eastern box turtles all throughout the eastern part of the United States.
Okay.
But what's really special about Bud is that Bud is actually he's a survivalist. So Bud was hit by a car, and he was brought into us to be an ambassador animal. So you can see here he's got little metal brackets. So we had an amazing team of vet staff who were able to fuse his shell back together. And you can see, I'll hold him up here, the little cracks along his shell. There you go, Bud. So he's healing beautifully. This happened back in 2019. So he's had a few years to heal now, but just some amazing technology. And it shows why these habitats are so important for people like Bud to thrive in.
Incredibly important. Bud is such a survivor there. You know, we were chatting before we actually started this interview, and I was just saying how I typically stop if I see a turtle and help them go ahead and cross or move them over. Is that something that people should do? I mean, again, you have to be safe about pulling over to do that, but should we help the turtles or just let them go on their merry way?
Yeah, so of course, safety first, always. But if it's not a super busy road and you do have the capability to pull over, something that we always suggest doing is whatever direction the turtle is heading in, as long as it's heading toward some kind of wooded area, just pick them up and help them get all the way across. Turtles can be fast, but they often sit on the roads because they're absorbing the heat from the roads because they're ectotherms. So they can use a helpful little push sometimes.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Okay, just two more questions for you. For what lives in the wetlands and wetlands as a whole, how does that help us? What does that do for either us as a civilization or just the surroundings?
So wetlands are, and this is my favorite term, they're often called the kidneys of the earth. And that's because wetlands are crucial to help with water filtration. One of our activities that we've done for World Wetland Day is also to talk about how coastal wetlands help protect against storm surges. So hurricanes and things that blow in, they protect our houses and our businesses. And then again, they also provide just a safe haven for all of these plant and animal species that are crucial to biodiverse ecosystems, not just all throughout the United States, but all over the world.
You know, it's funny you learn this, and I know we learned this back in other elementary, and on through middle school, but you kind of forget as you get older. Thank you for that information. Yeah. And then how do we continue to track what's happening there at the Discovery Center?
Yeah, so we have our website. You can always visit our website with our events page. That's where you're going to find things that are going on, whether it be animal encounters, tours. And then we always encourage our guests to come by, explore our wetland anytime. We have a beautiful spring deck that you can go. And what I love about the wetlands, it's just an ever-changing classroom. So every day you're going to see something new, a new cool creature. So yeah, it's a fun place to visit.
Oh, Taylor, thank you so much. I can't wait to make a trip, maybe do some in-person interviews with you guys there at the Discovery Center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. When we come back, we take a look at thousands of boxes of Girl Scout cookies heading to troops so they can get to you. I'll have that more and why this is so important to Girl Scout troops when we come back.
hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Walmart Supply Center is hiring right now in Lebanon, Tennessee, where you can earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and flexible hours and all sorts of perks like 100% paid college tuition, a 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership, a free Paramount Plus membership, plus you get paid time off and a lot of other things. All you have to do to apply is text JOIN to 240240. Text the word JOIN, JOIN, to 240240 right now.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
It was just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
I didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Cover your name, sir. Where you are right now?
Main Street Sports Today strives to bring you the most timely and comprehensive coverage of sports news and more from Middle Tennessee and beyond.
We cover the teams you care about from preps to pros and bring some of the most influential voices in sports to keep you in the know.
Tune into Main Street Sports Today each Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Download the Main Street Media TV app.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We're here at Gaylord Opryland today talking with Tracy Tutter from Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. First off, Tracy, thank you so much for today.
Yes, thank you.
You know, it's an exciting time. Look behind me, Girl Scouts on Girl Scout cookies here.
Yes.
What do you guys have going on today?
So today we are doing our troop pickup. So for out at Opryland, we're going to be delivering for our Williamson, our Wilson, and our Davidson County. And then on Saturday, we will be delivering all of our rest of our 39 counties. So those will be a total of 1.7 million boxes of cookies delivered in Middle Tennessee.
You know, I was laughing when I first pulled up because I was like, it's one thing to see your Girl Scout cookies and your Girl Scout troops outside of like a Kroger or Walmart. This is something else, and what a sight to see. When do you guys have to start getting ready for the next year?
We end on March 5th, okay, and then we do all of our reports and get all of our girls excited for the end of the season, and then we actually start that next month. Oh, wow. So it's a year-round progress for us. So we love it. It's a year-round thing, and we just love every minute.
Well, Tracy here has a long history with Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. So you can really share with us, what does this mean to Girl Scout troops? Because we buy the cookies because we love them and we eat them. But what does this mean to the girls?
It means a lot. It means they get to go to camp. It means that they get to do programs out at one of our camps because we have some lovely properties here in Middle Tennessee. And then it means that they get to actually have those fun adventures with the girls. They get to go on, some of them are actually going overseas. So yeah, last year they went to Japan, and this year they're planning on their next trip. So they get to do a lot of great adventures with Girl Scouts. We've got some horses out at Camp Sycamore Hills with some archery that we do out there and some zip lining. So they get to plan all those great things.
In addition to that, since you are a troop leader, what does this help build within those Girl Scouts? Because they have to stop people and say, hey, will you buy some cookies? What does that do?
It brings out to where they get to become reporters like you. So I've watched some of the shyest little brownies turn out to be the most beautiful, just outgoing girls that I have ever seen. We've had a few that have gone on to some of the TV shows lately, and they've just become such wonderful, lovely ladies. And so that's what always makes me smile when I see them at booth sales. So stop by and see what some of their great goals are and see what their dreams are, because some of them, they've got some high goals in their life.
And continue on, girls who are watching this, if you're in a Girl Scouts, brownies, or moving up in levels, continue to pursue your dream there.
Yeah.
If you have a girl out there that would like to be a Girl Scout, or a parent saying, my child might be interested, how do they learn more? Where do they get the information?
So reach out to our website at the gsmidtn.org, and then just click on that. We've actually got a link that says Join Girl Scouts, and then one of our regional executives will reach out to you, and then we'll get you going in Girl Scouts. We'd love to have everybody.
Well, before you leave me, I have to, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I'm old school. I love a trefoil. I love a trefoil. What's yours?
I teeter on Thin Mints, and then surprisingly, I love the lemon cookie these days.
Yes.
The older I get, I used to not be a lemon person, but love the lemon cookie.
Yeah, and they're pretty good.
They're tasty. Any new ones this year that I'm trying to think?
Adventurefuls. Adventurefuls have become, they're becoming very popular. It's that brownie with that caramel.
Oh,
yes. So they're becoming very popular now.
I love it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
I appreciate it. Stick right here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up for you right after this.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
At Miss Lucille's, we go for apple pie. A place that feels like a home away from home. A comfortable place to bring your family from out of town. It's a place where great conversations are had. It's a place where you can shop 200 small businesses in one location. It's a place for you to shop for gifts for any occasion or just to treat yourself. Come on down to Miss Lucille's. You'll be glad you did.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net.
Join me, Stephanie Miller, each week as we bring you the best of what's happening here in Clarksville. From the work of nonprofits to the latest events, highlights on local businesses, and also sharing you the stories of the beautiful people that make up the Queen City. Welcome back. I have a special guest with us today, and someone who does a lot here in the Clarksville area and the community and the small businesses that call Clarksville home. I have Casey Bryant with us. She is from Local Clarksville, co-founder of Local Clarksville. First off, Casey, thank you so much for your time.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, we are too. And again, like when you are looking for local information, so whether you've been here in Clarksville, Montgomery County, or you're visiting, you want to know those local spots, those special spots, whether it's be for shopping or for eating. You make it possible for people to get that information at one spot. How do you do that?
Yes, so we have a couple different ways. We have an app, we have a website, we use social media, which is obviously a big thing, and the three categories that we do are eat, shop, and play for the most part. But then we also have a whole separate section that's for locally approved, and that's the service-based businesses, the locally owned franchises, nonprofits, other businesses like that. So
where did this get started? How did Local Clarksville start sprouting, I guess you could say?
There was a friend of mine that is a local realtor, and when I moved here, I was like, where in the world? My husband is born and raised in Clarksville, and so we moved here to be closer to his family, and I'm like, what in the world? Where did you bring me? This place is crazy. It's all, you go up and down Wilma Rudolph, and it's all chain stores. And then I realized we're gonna be here for a while, so I need to figure out how to make the most of it. So I started digging in, and I realized that there are a ton of great local businesses here in Clarksville. And so a friend and I decided to get together to just start highlighting the local businesses, and it absolutely took off. And this was about 5 years ago. And so we just started telling their story and showing pictures of all the amazing food, and here we are 5 years later, almost 6 years later, and it's evolved a lot. And our goal is eventually to be able to do this in cities all across the country, because I think it's such a needed, necessary thing for cities to be able to, or for people to be able to find the local places in their city to do things and to eat. So that's the plan.
I love that. Why is this so special to you, or what makes local communities, no matter where you are, so special?
I think it's just, it's what creates the culture within the community. It's what is like warm and fuzzy about a community is, you know, the local artists and artisans and the people that are, you know, selling their wonderfully crafted pastry, you know, on the corner. And I think it's just, it's like what makes you feel like it's home is the, it's what makes it unique. So if you're just focusing on the brand, you know, the big box stores, it's like no matter where you go, it's all the same.
True.
Yeah. So if you get to dive into the local culture, it definitely just helps you, gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling, gives you something different.
Okay, you guys have also started to come out with guides. So actual physical guides, right?
Yes.
Where can we find those?
Yes.
I know I would like all of them.
Yes, our food guide is for print. It's off to print right now. I have one that I got printed. We printed a couple just to like, because people were going crazy over there and then they're asking. So I'll send you home with one. You got lucky, one of the first copies.
Yes.
But the whole bulk of them, they're being printed right now, and they should be in a couple weeks. And then we're about to start on our kids guide.
And what will the kids guide consist of?
Summer, all the things for kids to do over the summer. Yeah. Last year we did the food guide and the kids guide, and those were a huge hit. I mean, like the food guide, people were going crazy over, even the kids guide. And so this year we decided that we're going to do them quarterly. We have a food guide that comes in January, and then right before the summer we have a kids guide, and then we're going to do a holiday shopping guide, which is really cool. And then we're going to do a nightlife guide. So all 4 of those will come out this year.
That is absolutely fantastic. And is that just for places here in Clarksville? That is wonderful. And you know, so many, I don't know if this frustrates you, but this is something that I do not like hearing when people say, you know, there's just nothing to do. Because I'm like, you're wrong. There's so much to do right here in Clarksville. You don't have to drive too far, though we are lucky to be in a spot that's close to some great cities. But when you want to do a staycation, be close to home, you have some things to do right here.
Our local businesses, they are rock stars. If you go to our website and even in our app, we have a list of all the events going on from the local businesses that they're doing. And I mean, I would say any given weekend, there's probably 5, 6, 7, sometimes even like 15 events going on here locally.
You also have another venture that you're doing to help small businesses get off the ground?
Yes.
What is that?
As we were going to businesses, and we quickly were able to figure out when we walk into a new business, is this business going to be successful or not? I mean, after you walk into thousands of businesses and you talk to thousands of business owners, you just kind of get a feeling. And so we started to really analyze what's the difference between a successful business and one that's only around for 6 months. And so we've created a platform called the Business Project. And this is an online website that businesses can go to, whether they're a brand new business or a business that's been in operation for years, and they can learn how to start a business. So it takes you step by step, through branding, creating your logo, through starting your social media, setting up your accounting, getting your business licenses, pretty much all of the things that you would need to know in order to start a business. But then once they've launched their business, or if they're an existing business, there's a whole database of videos. And so right now we have about 20, and we're just going to be adding more and more videos every week. And it's on all different life as a business owner. How do you cope with, the stressful times, or how do you do self-care, or, it'll also talk about accounting, what software is the best, or how do you create processes in your business. So all of these fun things is all in one place as a resource for them.
Is there advice that you can offer to some people out there, or people want to connect with you? How do they do that?
You can go to any of our social media pages, our Facebook or Instagram, TikTok now, YouTube, and shoot us a message. And we have an amazing team. Our team is like, I was telling you before we got on the show how great the team is. Definitely would not be here without them, because they pick up the slack. They keep me organized. I'm a big picture person. I have all of these dreams and visions, and I'm all over the place, and they're like, okay, let's do this one thing first. But they're really great at forwarding on anything that comes through. We also have email. You can email us at hi@localclarksville.com. and our team can take care of you.
Well, I hope that we can connect more in the future and continue kind of to share what you guys are doing, what you have going on, and how you're keeping us all apprised of what's happening and where to go that's local here in Clarksville. So Casey, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Walmart Supply Chain is hiring in Lebanon. Earn up to $22.25 an hour when you join our new fulfillment center. Enjoy competitive pay and premium perks, including 100% paid college tuition, 401k match, flexible schedules, a free Walmart Plus membership that includes discounts, and free Paramount Plus, paid time off, and so much more. Fulfilling work starts right here. Text JOIN to 240-240. That's JOIN 240-240 to apply now.
Here at the Journey Louis team with Benchmark Realty, we pride ourselves on the service that we provide our clients.
We believe in delivering a level of service that is above and beyond what is expected.
We don't cut corners and we are always available. We are committed to learning and continuously sharpening our skills.
We're social media experts, we're tech savvy, and we embrace change.
It is our unending desire to be our client's realtor for life. We are the Journey Louis team, leading you home.
It's time to get tickets for the Nash Vegas Casino Night at Auction presented by King Jewelers. It's Wednesday, February the 8th at Bridgestone Arena. This year's theme is reverse retro, so break out the Musters jerseys and Y2K fashion. Challenge Roman Yossi to a game of blackjack, or join Ryan McDonough as he rolls the dice at the craps table. Mix and mingle with the players and Preds personalities while bidding on auction items and tasting food from local restaurants. All proceeds benefit the Preds Foundation. Visit NashvillePredators.com/gala.
Looking at our national days, we're going to highlight National Wear Red Day once more. Now, this is time to bring greater awareness to heart disease as a leading cause of death to Americans here in the United States and the steps that people can take to protect their heart. So now there are a number of ways to help fight against heart disease. Now, some of this includes eating healthier, exercising, either don't smoke or quit smoking, limiting alcohol, managing stress, as hard as that might sound, and then sleeping at least 7 hours a night. Thanks so much for joining us here for Mornings on Main Street for your Friday. We are so glad you are here. We hope you have a blessed Friday and a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd. The goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Don't miss a minute of the action this season. Visit NashvillePredators.com/tickets to get your seats today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets. And we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.